Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Ritter of Channel 7 Eyewitness News, WABC TV, and welcome once again to the countdown. It was only a matter of time, and that time is now. The first case of the Omicron variant detected in the United States. The patient, a San Francisco resident who arrived in the U.S. from South Africa back on November 22nd. Then on the 29th, tested positive. The person has mild symptoms, and we know they were fully vaccinated. Dr. Fauci and California leaders speaking tonight about that new case.
The individual is self-quarantining, and all close contacts have been contacted, and all close contacts thus far have tested negative.
This was predictable. This was predicted.
They had received a full dose of the Moderna vaccine, but no booster. They had mild symptoms and thankfully have now recovered.
Dr. Fauci announcing the news only about an hour after the president addressed the nation, but Mr. Biden said nothing about that at the time, simply repeating that the virus is a cause for concern, not for panic. Meanwhile, thousands from both sides of the debate over a woman's right to choose demonstrating outside the U.S. Supreme Court today as justices heard arguments that could overturn half a century of the historic Roe v. Wade, which federally guarantees a woman's right to abortion. The High Court today hearing arguments over a law in Mississippi that would ban most abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Joe Torres.
They chanted in New York,
"Our bodies, our lives, our right to decide."
And they chanted in Washington with abortion activists and abortion opponents rallying outside the Supreme Court.
Hey, hey, hold up. Roe v. Wade is going to go.
They gathered in cities across the country as the Supreme Court heard opening arguments in what legal scholars call the most significant abortion rights case in the last 30 years. The case focuses on a Mississippi law that would ban most abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy. The Supreme Court has never allowed states to ban abortions prior to fetal viability at roughly 24 weeks. People on both sides of the debate believe a ruling in favor of Mississippi's ban could pave the way to overturning the nationwide right to abortion that dates back to 1973's historic Roe v. Wade decision.
Even if no one else hears about us, at the very least, the people who are trying to access abortion know that they're not alone, that there are people that are willing to fight and organize for them.
The Supreme Court has a 6-3 conservative majority. Analysts believe the current court is more sympathetic to abortion rights opponents than at any point in recent memory. Court watchers said after 2 hours of arguments this morning, it seems likely the 6 conservative justices will ultimately uphold the Mississippi law.
As Justice Kavanaugh said, the Constitution is silent on abortion, isn't it? It's neither pro-choice nor pro-life. That was far more robust from Justice Kavanaugh than I was expecting otherwise from today.
That was Joe Torres reporting. President Biden taking in stride a report that former President Trump may have exposed him, Mr. Biden, to COVID-19. The source is former Trump Chief of Staff Mark Meadows, by way of the Guardian website. The website says Meadows' forthcoming book reveals Mr. Trump tested positive for the coronavirus 3 days before the first presidential debate. A subsequent test came back negative. The book is said to claim the former president never even thought about canceling the debate. Here's ABC's Mary Bruce asking Mr. Biden about this story.
Do you think the former president put you at risk?
I don't think about the former president.
Mr.
Thank
President.
The former president revealed he had COVID-19 3 days after the debate. A reminder, you can get the latest political headlines and much more anytime on our website, ABC7NY, and on our connected TV apps as well. I'm Bill Ritter. From all of us here at WABC TV, we wish you health and peace, and let's take care of each other.